Hello and welcome back to Modern Skyblock 3. So, I've gotten a couple of materials prepped in between. I've also extended the capacitor all the way out to where I want to set up our little reactor. Extended the platform, all that sort of thing. Let's go ahead and get some of this stuff knocked out. We have got all the stuff ready for the ludicrite block. So there we go. Let's put that in our inventory. Allow that to update. Let's go check on the quest. Large multi-blocks, ludicrite. Good, it has recognized the block. Now we turn it into the ingots so that it can recognize that. There we go, quest complete. Alright, we need the using fuel rods, second part, the depleted HEU. So, I have been working on this design here, and this one here is supposed to uh, basically be perfect for specifically this kind of fuel. So we basically put one of those there, surround it by three of them, put one in the opposite corner, and then do the three of them. The rest is then just taken up with these guys, as you would expect. And then the fission controller. Well, we're going to hang on a second for the fission controller, because I want to pull that out and put down one of those. Now, we're not really going to be getting any power from it, because even with putting down the rest of the capacitors, these have already refilled. Like, my existing power solutions are such that I don't need these reactors. I'm literally only using this one in order to get the depleted version that we need. So we'll do that shortly. I believe that there is also a lever needed in this process. So we will grab ourselves a lever. And then we also need... no, it was uranium. There's our depleted uranium. We need the uranium RTG, right? Yeah, that's it. There we go. We have our uranium RTG. Produces 40 hours per tick constantly. And this I'll go ahead and use, since literally all I have to do is just sort of pop it down on one of these bits here. Like that. There we go. And that'll just kind of exist. It'll be another one of those things that is just sort of passively producing power for me. I had a lever on me, apparently. Alright, let's get the fuel for this, and we will check out this to make sure that this design is working correctly. So what was that, the HEU? Yeah. HEU 235 fuel. So we want the depleted version of this. And I don't know how quickly this is going to run, but we'll pop that in there. It is telling us not a whole lot. On? What is that? Is that... Okay, that's the energy stored, not the heat level. Okay, you can do that. Alright, so we are wasting energy, basically, because we don't have any place to put it. Our cooling is sufficient, so this is literally just going to produce this for us, which is good, because this means that it'll also, work if we need more than just this one. I am not certain on this, because we are going to need plutonium after this. There we go, depleted cell. Let's go ahead and turn this off so we're not accidentally running it. Alright, quest updated, using fuel rods. Let's take a look at that one now. Is that done? That is done. Alright, so we need plutonium, and that is the last thing we need before we can get the plutonium RTG, which is the last quest in this that we need. So we need a fuel reprocessor, and then a tiny clump of plutonium-242. Alright, let's get our fuel reprocessor then. Let's take a look at what that needs. Fuel reprocessor. There we go. Fuel reprocessor. Pretty straightforward. What are we missing? A boron ingot? Oops. Boron. Oh, we have some dust. We can smelt that up. Actually, I got this guy right here. Oh, hey, there was some aluminum sitting in there. Alright, boron ingot. And there's our fuel reprocessor. Quest updated. Excellent. Alright. Picking up the pieces. Nice. So, do we want to just pop this here? I kind of want to just pop this on top of something, I think. Let's just pop you, like, right there. Grab one of these energy conduits. Alright, it's got power. Throw you in. Do we want to... There we go. Snag that from someplace else. Boom. Done. Tiny clump of plutonium 242 was the right one, right? Yeah, there we go. Quest complete. Alright. Last one we need out of this chapter is the plutonium RTG. So let's take a look at what's necessary for that. How about we just type in RTG? Here we go. Uranium plutonium RTG, which produces 1,000 RF per tick. It needs plutonium 238, which I think was the other plutonium we got out of it, wasn't it? Yeah. No, that's 239. How do I get plutonium 238 then? Alright, let's see. Is there any way to get this directly? Does not appear so I gotta get the tiny versions, which comes from depleted HEN fuel. How do I make you? Oh, hang on. Go back. HEN fuel. You need Neptunium? What? Oh. How do I get Neptunium? Oh, what is all this? Oh, look at all the... Look at this giant chain of stuff. Uranium 233, 238. How do I get most of this stuff? Oh, okay. That is going to be... Okay, there's the 238. Okay, we got a tiny bit of Neptunium, but not both kinds. Alright. Just made the advancement. Sweet Neptune. Alright. Let's try and figure this out. Alright, we need this guy. So we need the tiny clumps, which we get from fuel reprocessing, specifically this fuel. Hang on. You... come from this fuel, which we need the Neptunium for. What do we have Neptunium-wise? 237. Alright. 237. Alright, so that's these guys down here. We do not have the 236. So how do we get the 236? We get that from reprocessing either this fuel or that fuel. 236. We get a lot more out of this one. So what's this one? This one is the uranium version. 238. So I got the 238. 233. How do I get the 233? Okay, that comes from this as well. So this one we need... Nope, hang on. TBU. Thorium. Thorium 238. How do I thorium 238? No, seriously, how do I thorium 238? Isotope separator. Okay, that comes... No. Oh, 238. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, 232. Okay, so that comes directly from thorium. Okay. Let's see what we got thorium-wise. Do we have any thorium in here, or have I been using it all? Coal. Coal. Where do I get the old thorium? That's boron. I know I was getting thorium from somewhere, wasn't I? Oh, no, wait a minute. That I got from here, right? Yes, thorium. All right, let's process a stack of thorium ingots. Let's see what that gives us. Fuel reprocessor. No, it's not the fuel reprocessor. I need the isotope separator. Right. There we go. Alright, so we want the 232, right? And then you become that. Alright. Base process time, base power. Okay, you don't appear too bad. Looks like we'll be able to use our same generator for this. So let's just go ahead and wait for that to process. Is there any more? No, it doesn't appear so. Alright, well, it takes 9, so let's see. It'd be 36, right? There we go. Let's grab 36. Call it good. Just going to use this to go like so. 4 of those. Let's see where that gets us. Now, of course, we need to be careful. Fortunately, I think radiation is actually off in this pack, but it can still melt down the internal components if you're not careful. Okay. That seems to be fine. That's working just fine. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Alright, well, while that's processing, let's pop over here, check on our our void miner. We got 33 of that. That's not that many. But we can grab a bunch of this erodium. And then come over here. Let's get rid of all that. You become at least... Nope. Alright, 4 blocks. 5 blocks, apparently. Alright. Oh, we have 7. Alright, so that's enough to upgrade our other thing, right? Void. Here we go. We upgrade that one. We just wanted a... not the crystal. Can I get the clear? Clear. There we go. You. Alright, that one is now our tier 2. And we'll then be able to turn it into the tier 3 once we have enough of the Kiranite. Of course, then we're going to need a whole bunch in order to... Actually, let's just do that, because we don't need that sticking around that way. Because we're going to need to turn all of those structure panels into the tier 3 variant, so we'll need a bunch extra for that. Let's come and check on our reactor. Alright, you've processed 2 of the 4. Let's go ahead and grab the depleted and see where this gets us. Alright, you... What did I need all this for? You're the same. You're the other type. Okay. RTG, right? RTG. So what are we trying to get here? We're trying to get this. We need the tiny clumps, for which we need this fuel. Does it have to be the oxide version? Hang on. I don't want to use the oxide if I don't have to. Plutonium, tiny clump, comes from reprocessing. Okay, yeah, it's the regular. We need the fission reactor. Okay, that looks alright. You... Alright, so 236 and 237. 236 and 237. Okay, we'll be able to get that from this and then just one more iteration away from having our plutonium. Okay. you. Boop. And let's turn you off. I was looking at the amount it stores as well, and that looked all right. Or the amount of heat it produces. Oh, that's the fission reactor casing. All right, process those. All right, let's see what we have as far as this goes. Let's get those there. I think that's not enough. Neptunium. Huh. Alright, so I think... Oh, no, hang on, I want the other version. Not the oxide. Fuel processor from you. From you. Yeah, I'm missing one, so I need to make more of the thorium version. And run that through, and that'll probably give me enough. Fortunately, there is more thorium to be had. Oh, nuclear science. Alright. Thorium, do your thing. There was tiny clumps of thorium as well. Not quite enough for... Ooh, that's actually a different type. Okay. What are you used for? You can be turned straight into depleted thorium blocks. Interesting. Okay, you don't seem to be terribly useful for things. That's alright. We are not going along that route anyway. We are doing this instead. Alright, let's allow you to process. Yes, we're wasting a bunch of power, but like I said, I don't really care because I have so many passive power generations. This is not going to be about making power for me. And, you know, we'll still be able to do so if we need to, you know, in the future. Like when I get more of these, you know, when I get the bigger versions of the Void Miners running, and of course the other variants of it running as well. Because at the very least I need to make the resource version so that I can actually make some speed upgrades for these things. This is taking too long. I think one more of these will be enough. But if not, then, you know, there's still two more in the process. So, come on over here. Alright. That, I think, will give us enough for a single pellet. Which one am I looking for? 236. Yeah. Alright. Oh, a little bit of that. Alright. You guys and you guys together make this. And how much is that going to give me? Which one am I looking for? Is it the 242 maybe? 238. 238, which, okay, that's not going to give me enough. So I'm going to need a second one of these. Great, that means I need even more of the thorium. That's okay, I have more thorium. Just start this processing. I should be able to wait long enough to grab enough for one more pellet. You can... Oh, you're... That's right, you're not depleted yet. You can become one more of these, which I can stick in here when I come over to retrieve the others. Fortunately, these things don't actually take very long to process. A little bit of that. We're just getting all kinds of radioactive material going on here. Okay. Get some more of these, and hopefully This will end up providing us with enough, maybe, question mark. Or I might need to make more. I'll do that. You are just about ready to have another one. What am I looking for here? 237. 237 is not the one I really need. It's 236, I think, is the one that I'm short on. Alright. Depleted. Let's pop over here, pop you in. See what we've got so far. You know what? I can probably just do that. Yeah, here we go. Do you not want to... Oh, there's no room for you, is there? There we go. Alright, yeah, we need one more of those to make another one of these. Although, I think these guys made something that was useful, wasn't it? Oh, maybe not that. Alright. That one? Yes, there we go. I need more room. Right. Need more inventory space. Too many isotopes. We don't need the ludicrite in our inventory. Levers. Casings. Alright. Back over here. That is... Alright, so what are you? Your heat is still low enough that that'll be fine. Okay. Let's just turn as much of these things into their lesser versions. Oh, there we go. Bam, where are you? Okay. That looks to be pretty good. You are both that. Alright. You... I was waiting on you. Okay. Actually, I should probably grab that as well. Alright, so we'll go K. K. Alright, and... Alright, that works out. Let's go get this stuff processed. Sounds like there's still a little bit more going on there. Do that. And I think this will end up giving us more than we need, but better more than we need than not enough. Alrighty. Let's get this mess condensed down. Okay, everything looks good there. I think if I do that, and then that, it'll give me more of that fuel. And this stuff, if I recall correctly, also gives me... Is that the right kind? That is the wrong kind. Alright, I don't want that then. I need more of this stuff. So we want... Hey, good, I have enough for a second one. Alright, and 2 of those will give me enough of the tiny clumps to make the RTG. So let's go ahead and pull you out. We will put you guys in. So let's grab that. Grab that. You are relatively quick, aren't you? And hey, it's still cool enough, so we're not overheating the reactor yet. Always a good thing. You do not want to overheat a reactor. Alright, let's go ahead and process those depleted ones. We will once again pop over here and hit K on a bunch of things. That appears to be as good as that's going to get. All right. But this should get us pretty much where we're going. All right, we got just a little bit there. Bam. Now you go ahead and do that. And then I think I can pop you in. Even though I think that's the wrong kind. We'll do it anyway. Alright. You guys, go in. Give me what I'm looking for. Pop up to a crafting table. That, I think, is the one we need, right? Yes. Alright. That is the thing we need for what we're doing. Alright, the plutonium RTG. Let's hope we have the rest of the stuff now, after all of that. Plutonium RTG. Bam. Done. Has reached the gold demon core. Alright. Wasn't that the name of one that actually went critical because some idiot was messing around with a screwdriver or something? I seem to recall that story. Alright, let's sit you right here. Bam. Alright. And hopefully you output. How are you doing? You needed that removed so that you could... Whoa, wait a minute. You actually are heating up. Alright, this one is not so good. But that's okay, we'll just keep an eye on this. And once it gets to about halfway, I'll turn it off manual. Or this might actually make it through all three of these. Whoa, I saw a spike. Don't spike like that. Come on. Let's let this second pellet process. And then... Alright, we'll turn you off for the moment. Allow you to cool back off. Turn you back on. Alright, so it can't quite handle this fuel, not constantly at least. But it can make it through a full pellet without, overheating. So that's fine. We'll just let that be done. We'll process these depleted things, and then just kind of put everything away, I think. Depleted Neptunium block. Where did I get those? Huh. Americanium, Californium. Yeah, I don't want to really mess with those. Although the Californium. I mean, that's a lot of, passive RF generation, but not going to worry about it right yet. All right, let's process these, and then I think we'll wrap up the episode, because that is a lot of good stuff. Let's just grab you guys, get these guys out of here. In physics we trust. Okay. Let's do you, get these guys all sorts of wrapped up. Okay. That appears to be good. Alright, so I'm going to put all this stuff away. And let's take a quick look at the quest book before we're done, just to kind of see what we might be getting into next. Now that we've gotten all that done. Oh, yeah, I have some Americanium. Is that the right kind? Oh no, the Americanium is the one that you make even less. Never mind. Alright. So let's see. Quest book. You are done, which completes the entire area. Although the Americanium RTG is on the list. I might make it just to be done with that. Quest book. What, have we unlocked anything? No. We need to finish out digital storage next time. So that will be what we do, and that'll unlock advanced resources, advanced calculations, not RF tools, though. RF tools we're still waiting on environmental tech for. You are needing advanced resources. You need RF tools before we can get into mystical crops. So we're basically stuck behind environmental tech before we can do the RF tools to unlock mystical crops to unlock equivalents. But this line... Oh, no, this requires equivalents as well. So the power of dragons is just waiting on these, which is behind digital storage at the moment, which we are almost done with. Because we've already got our AE system, we just need to basically knock out the last couple of quests, which were things that weren't terribly useful, which is why I didn't, do them before now. But that'll end up being next episode. So, until next time, have a good one.